Hey there, Aries. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one is going to be for June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. That should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll do it like we always do. I'll call out all 12 signs. When I call out a sign, whoever comes to your mind first, that's who we're talking about. I'll pull 2 cards for each of those 12 signs. It's to give you some sort of an overview as to what the current dynamic is between you and the person that came to your mind, okay? At the bottom, I will pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is to give you some insight as to what could be coming towards you this weekend to hopefully help you more easily navigate your way through the weekend, okay? That's the hope. So that's what we're doing today, Aries. Okay, let's see what we got. This one's going to be for my Aries, Aries, and Aries. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, if you're an Aries and you're dealing with another Aries, or if you're an Aries and you're trying to send yourself a message, here we go. I have King of Cups and the Magician. If you're trying to send yourself a message, I believe that you're telling yourself you need to manifest your ability to control your emotions. If you're an Aries dating another Aries, it's probably pretty close to the same thing. Okay, it's all about you're manifesting a sense of control in the emotional department, okay? There you go. If you are an Aries currently dealing with the Taurus, I have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So this Taurus definitely sees you as somebody who has the ability to help them get to their Ten of Cups. So they see you as somebody that they believe they could have emotional fulfillment with. With the Page of Swords, I get the feeling that they are currently trying to find clarity on whether or not you see them the same way, okay? This feels like something that is a notion right now. I don't know that this has gotten any traction yet. You know what I'm saying? Like this is something, if it has started up in a romantic sense, I think it's very new. And otherwise, I think this is somebody who basically is watching you, who wants to be a part of your life, okay? If you are an Aries who's dealing with a Gemini, I have the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. This Gemini is viewing you as somebody who is in your masculine and somebody who they feel is, I don't know, they're seeing you as somebody who is basically functioning from a place with very little, if any, emotion, okay? To be honest with you, this Gemini seems to be viewing you as somebody they don't trust, okay? I'm not sure where that's coming from, but that is how they feel about it. I don't know that this is romantic or not. Possibly, but this is more of a situationship, it looks like to me, than a relationship, or at least that's what it's come to at this point, okay? If you are a Aries dealing, I got lost, with Cancer, you have the Five of Cups and the Seven of Wands. This Cancer is viewing you as somebody who's incredibly defensive, especially towards them, and they feel as though you're dealing with a sense of loss and regret when it comes to them. So maybe this is something that you tried to get this off the ground and it didn't materialize that well, or it didn't come together good. Okay, if you are an Aries and you're dealing with the Leo, I have the Four of Cups and the Judgment card. The Leo is viewing you as somebody who's very dissatisfied or disappointed in the current dynamic between the two of you, and somebody who's calling judgment on the situation. So, yeah. If you are an Aries and you're dealing with a Virgo, I've got the Fool and the Knight of Swords. So the Virgo is viewing you as somebody who is definitely on a quest for some sort of truth. They're also viewing you as somebody who's trying to take a leap of faith in a new direction. This feels like some sort of a friend or work associate or something. They're basically watching your life, you know, watching it play out in front of them. So this is somebody you see often, but I don't feel there's any romantic entanglement here at all. If you are an Aries dealing with a Libra, I have the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. The Libra is viewing you as somebody who's trying to decide how much you want to invest in something. You've gotten some kind of new information. Maybe it's what you're looking for over here. There's some kind of clarity you've gained now that is calling into question whether or not you want to invest in a situation anymore, or if you want to switch situations. This also feels very work-related to me. That's how it feels. If you are an Aries dealing with a Scorpio, I have the Hierophant and the Empress. The Scorpio is viewing you as somebody who's in their Empress. So male or female, it doesn't matter. This is an energy we're talking about, but they are seeing you standing in your feminine right now. They feel as though they could have a higher level of commitment with you. So I guess you check all the boxes for this person, okay? So this looks quite promising if you're on board for it, if that's what you want. If you are an Aries dealing with the Sagittarius, I have the Page of Cups and the Chariot. It feels like this Sagittarius is trying to bring forward some kind of an offer here. I think it's much smaller than what you had desired or wanted. I think you were looking for something that had more stability attached to it. It could probably grow. I don't know. With the Chariot, everything here with this Sagittarius is moving very quickly. Quickly time-wise, but not very quickly as far as growing into something that you were looking for. So this feels like it's very much so on two different pages to me. If you are an Aries dealing with a Capricorn, I have the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. So the Capricorn is viewing you as somebody they would love to take into their future, but they're not seeing that kind of commitment out of you right now. So if this is something you want, you need to probably clear that up with them. They do see you as somebody who holds a great deal of promise, but they're feeling like you don't want to be in a committed situation, at least with them. If you are an Aries dealing with an Aquarius, I have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So this Aquarius is viewing you as somebody who's very much so in your head. They feel you're very stressed out. You're restricted right now by your thoughts, and you're just anxiety-ridden when it comes to a situation that involves them. So possibly this feels to me intuitively like there's guilt here. So maybe you somehow got caught up and caused a problem there, okay? If you are an Aries dealing with a Pisces, I have the Moon card and the Knight of Wands. The Pisces is viewing you as somebody who has secrets. And the secrets stem from you acting impulsively, okay? Just maybe what I was just talking about, the Aquarius, like you just went out there and got yourself caught up a little bit, okay, Aries? That's what I see. This seems very Aries-y to me. Yeah. A little impulsivity, you know. Yeah, that's a good split. There you go. I don't know. Seems normal. There we go. What do we got for Friday? Got the Hermit and the Four of Wands. So you've been involved in some kind of a entanglement here of some sort, some kind of union where it's with a higher level soulmate. Right now, it seems that you are pulling your energy back to try to reassess the situation. I get the feeling it's possibly with the Aquarius. I don't know. This is the feeling I've got. If you are an Aries, sorry. It's on autopilot, sorry. Saturday, I've got the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. You're definitely in boss energy. You've definitely stepped into your independence on Saturday, for sure. And on Sunday, I've got the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. So by Sunday, you are feeling quite conflicted and somewhat heartbroken about whatever has gone on here, as far as you going into hermit mode towards a soulmate, and then, you know, trying to push out your bravado and be, you know, you're fine, nothing, no big deal on Saturday, right? Being in boss energy and all independent. By Sunday, it seems like maybe it's coming back around and you're starting to feel it. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's happened here, but whatever's happened here, it seems to be affecting you by Sunday. If you did something wrong, Aries, all you can do is own up to it, say you're sorry, and move forward, right? Just don't double down on it. That's probably not your best option. Well, you can do what you want, but I don't see that as your best option. Anyways, it doesn't look bad, Aries. You're so resilient, not much is going to really get you down, okay? You always pop right back up, so it's all going to be okay. That's what I got for this week. I will be back on Sunday with the weekly readings, and I'm here every morning, hopefully in the morning, sometimes afternoon, with the daily energy check-ins. If you want to check those out, they're kind of quick and easy. They're pretty cool, actually. If you're looking for a private reading, send me a message. I'll get you the details. I will never reach out to you first. Never. Okay, if somebody reaches out to you first and says, hey, I just had a feeling and I wondered if you wanted a reading, that's not me, okay? They have my picture sometimes, but it's still not me. I report them. The next day, there's still more of them. I don't know. Don't get taken, okay? I'd love to hear from you. It would tickle me something fierce if you just sent me a message saying you wanted to know the details on a reading. I'm all over it, okay? I'll send you the details. We'll work it out, but I'm never going to just reach out to you out of the blue, okay? So please don't get taken. And no matter what the cards say, go make it the best weekend you possibly can, okay? Thanks for everything, you guys. Take care.